Did you ever try to hammer a self-made wooden nail direct into a log without drilling a center hole first? Did you expect that this works that well? After the intro, I show you some uses, I explain you how to craft such a nail, and I tell you something about the best wood sorts, so stay tuned. Hello YouTube! Welcome to another project video. In the last month I experimented a lot with wooden nails, and I saw also a lot of YouTube videos about this topic, but the most of these YouTube videos showed wooden nails in the manner of dolls, where you have to drill a hole first in the full length and in the full diameter. No doubt, I like this kind of constructions and connections, but I want to show you wooden nails which you can hammer directly into a trunk. And the only video who showed wooden nails in this kind was a video from Sepp Fischer. Sepp Fischer has the YouTube channel Waldhandwerk Bushcraft Survival, and he is one of my most important bushcraft masters ever. The link to his wonderful YouTube channel you find here in the description box below and at the end of this video. In the next few seconds I'll show you my uses for wooden nails in a bushcraft scenario. After, I'll give you tips and tricks for crafting the best nails, and at the end I'll tell you something about the different wood sorts I know to crafting it. So, as you can see, I like to organize my gear on a log, to tidy up my mess, and like this you don't lose things. In the next few minutes I want to show you how I craft my wooden nails. Depending on the wood sort, the dryness and the density of the wood, you get different qualities of wooden nails. Basically, can be said that the drier the wood and the denser the wood, the harder the tip and the better the nail. But you don't need always the best quality of nails. If you hammer your nail into a crack or into a pith or into a rotten wood or in the direction of the fibers, sometimes a soft nail is good enough. I show you now the fastest and easiest way to make a nail. For that, take a twig, in my case beech wood, cut out a piece of a branch with a diameter between 8 and 12 millimeters. I don't like to work with bigger nails because if you work with bigger nails, the tip has to displace too much wood. So I like thin nails like this. Then carve a tip at one end and carve a steep tip, not a flat tip, a steep tip. like this. Make a chamfer on the other end that prevent that the nail split. And now let's try out. So, as you could see, a soft nail from beechwood or hazel is often already hard enough. So let's go to the next quality level. The problem of these twig nails is sometimes that the pith weakens the point and the point starts to split or to flatten. If we split a branch like this in 4 pieces and we carve out the nails, we don't have a pith, and the wood of a branch in this diameter is harder than the wood of this little twig. So let's start. So I carved the diameter down to about 8 millimeters. Then again I like to make a steep peak, not a flat peak, a steep peak, because a steep peak had to displace less wood and it penetrates easier. So, don't forget to make the chamfer on the other side. This is super important. So, and if you want, carve the last 2 millimeters of the tip a bit flatter, that you get a more stable point. So, this nail is harder and more durable than this nail. So, if you want to increase the hardness of this nail, you have to go through the last step, and this is fire hardening. Now to the fire hardening process. The aim is that you get out the moisture, and for that make a fire and put the nails under the ash bed. And to be honest, I don't have that much experience with this fire hardening process. Of course I made it already 5-6 times, but I learned some things. The first thing is the tip gets super fast black, and if the tip is black, this is not what you want, because if the tip is charred, the tip is brittling, and the tip will break or crack. Second thing is, better dry it slowly than too fast. And the last thing is, as soon the nail tips start to getting brown, the hardening process is okay. Because if the tips getting black, forget it, doesn't work. Okay, so let's put the nails into the ash bed or under the ash bed, because under the ash bed you don't have oxygen, and that's why they don't start to burn. But it's hot enough that they can dry out. and I stick the tip a bit in the ground that the tip don't get black so quickly. So, this is the result after 15 minutes under the ash bed. They have a very bright sound, and this is a good sign that they are really dry. So let's try out if they works. So I'm super happy with this result. That's amazing. So this was probably the best beech wood nail I ever made. Now let me tell you something about the different wood sorts I know. The softest wood sort I tried out is probably Hazel. And yes, as you saw at the beginning of this video, Hazel works well. But beechwood, ash and oak, I would say, make a bit better nails because they are a bit harder. Boxwood, Dogwood, Robinia and Cornelian cherry are the best wood sorts I know for making nails. The name of these wood sorts you find in the description box below. Okay, my friends, I hope this was an interesting video for you. Please visit Sepp's channel, link you find at the end of this video and in the description box. Thanks a lot for watching. Don't forget to subscribe my channel and see you next Friday. Ciao!